Prime Video has become a storytelling powerhouse. Their new original series slate is built to grip you instantly, demanding your time with epic sagas, thrillers, and mysteries. Every show here knows how to pull you in from the opening scene. Here are 10 new Prime Video shows that will hook you from minute one.
We need to preserve the men.
At number 10, we have The Narrow Road to the Deep North. Based on the Booker Prize-winning novel, this haunting historical drama stars Jacob Elordi as Dorigo Evans, an Australian surgeon captured during World War II. Forced to work as a slave laborer on the Thai-Burma Railway, he endures unimaginable suffering. Yet his mind keeps escaping to a forbidden love affair he once had with his uncle's wife. The series moves between two worlds, the brutal heat and hopelessness of the POW camp, and the dreamlike glow of memories that feel like another lifetime. It's not just about survival, but about whether love can remain pure amid unspeakable cruelty. A profound story about memory, guilt, and humanity, beautifully acted and deeply affecting. It holds an IMDb rating of 7.2.
My son always had girlfriends, but I have never heard him speak about anyone like this.
Darling, she is going to love you.
She looked me dead in the eye.
Are you sure you're not imagining that?
She's digging into my life.
When she has her sights set on something, you better not interfere.
At number 9, we have The Girlfriend. The 6-part psychological thriller The Girlfriend pits an obsessive, wealthy mother against her son's ambitious new girlfriend. The mother, Laura, is immediately suspicious of Cherry's motives and begins to investigate her past. Told from alternating perspectives, the series blurs the line between justified suspicion and paranoid delusion. This escalating war of sabotage and revenge, with the son caught in the middle, culminates in a shocking and violent confrontation. The Girlfriend turns romance into a mind game you can't look away from. It has an IMDb rating of 7.2.
Oh! Being under, it's about improv.
You almost shot me. Yeah, but I didn't.
I thought it looked really good, man. Really good.
I know, right?
At number 8, we have Countdown. In the Prime Video series Countdown, Jensen Ackles plays LAPD detective Mark Meacham, who is recruited to a secret multi-agency task force following the murder of a Department of Homeland Security officer. What starts as a manhunt for a single killer soon uncovers a far more sinister and widespread conspiracy that threatens millions of lives in Los Angeles. As the team races against time to prevent a catastrophic attack, the stakes are heightened by a personal drama. Meacham has received a serious medical diagnosis, adding a ticking clock to his own life that runs parallel to the mission. The series follows the assembled group of renegade mavericks as they navigate internal agency politics and conflicting agendas to save their city. It got an IMDb rating of 6.9.
And for both of them, the culprit never caught.
Where are you?
I think whoever killed Sutton killed Dad. Dad's suicide note. It's not over. There's some sort of code.
At number 7, we have Harlan Coben's Lazarus. Upon his return home following his father's apparent suicide, forensic psychologist Joel Lazarus begins experiencing disturbing, unexplainable visions. As Laz investigates his father's death and a cryptic note he left behind, he becomes entangled in a web of cold case murders, including his twin sister's unsolved murder from 25 years earlier. With supernatural undertones blurring the line between reality and delusion, Laz's sanity is pushed to the brink as he uncovers dark family secrets, with shocking revelations coming to light by the miniseries' end. It carries an IMDb rating of 6.3.
Cowards! Send me your champion! Goliath!
Can one act of defiance create the legend?
At number 6, we have House of David. House of David tells the story of the biblical figure David, following his journey from an outcast shepherd to the renowned king of Israel. As King Saul succumbs to his pride and loses God's favor, the prophet Samuel anoints David as the new leader. David must then navigate a world of shifting loyalties, violence, and love while serving in the court of the very man he is destined to replace. The narrative builds toward David embracing his destiny and confronting the legendary giant, Goliath. It has an IMDb rating of 7.4.
At some point, you start to lose yourself. That's why I came back for you.
Dad?
At number 5, we have Butterfly. Starring Daniel Day Kim, Butterfly combines espionage with an intimate character story. Kim plays David Young, a former US intelligence operative who has disappeared into a quiet life in South Korea. But the past doesn't stay buried. When a deadly mission resurfaces, he becomes the target of Rebecca, a relentless agent with her own personal vendetta. What begins as a chase quickly turns into a battle of wits and morality. David must confront the ghosts of his past while protecting the life he built in the shadows. Stylish, emotional, and full of tension, Butterfly blends global intrigue with human depth. It holds an IMDb rating of 6.7.
Is everything okay?
I just have to go to the bathroom. I have to pee. I'll be right back.
At number 4, we have Overcompensating. Created by and starring Benito Skinner, the Amazon Prime series Overcompensating follows Benny, a closeted former football star in his first year of college. To mask his true identity and fit in, he befriends an outsider named Carmen and attempts to project an image of straight masculinity. The show explores Benny's journey of self-discovery as he navigates college chaos, friendships, and the pressures of hiding who he really is. It has an IMDb rating of 7.7.
I need to tell you something about your pastor.
Well, shit.
At number 3, we have The Bondsman. Kevin Bacon leads this supernatural action comedy as Hub Halloran, a grizzled bounty hunter who dies on the job, only to wake up bound to a new kind of contract. Now, he's been hired by the underworld itself to track down escapees from hell. Every episode mixes blue-collar grit with absurd demonic bureaucracy as Hub battles hellish creatures while juggling earthly problems like rent and car repairs. It's Justified meets Supernatural, packed with offbeat humor, action, and Bacon's signature dry wit. With a clever concept and stylish execution, The Bondsman proves that death is just the beginning of the paperwork. It carries an IMDb rating of 7.
You know, most cops will take the day off after the night you had.
You're still getting to know me.
At number 2, we have Ballard. An underfunded LAPD cold case unit is led by Detective Renee Ballard, who investigates long-forgotten murders with her volunteer team. Her work uncovers deep-seated corruption within the police department. With help from her former ally, retired Detective Harry Bosch, Ballard pursues a serial killer and exposes a vast conspiracy. It holds an IMDb rating of 7.5.
If we do this, I need to know that you can find the breaks.
There are no breaks.
Fools, you have to remember we're not the players here. We're just pieces on the board.
Even a pawn can take down a king.
And at number 1, we have The Terminal List, Dark Wolf. Topping the list is the explosive prequel to The Terminal List. Taylor Kitsch returns as Ben Edwards, before he became the morally gray CIA operative fans remember. Back then, he was a Navy SEAL at the height of his power, living in the shadows of global warfare. But betrayal, covert missions, and moral compromise transform him into something darker. Dark Wolf traces his evolution from soldier to shadow operative, revealing the scars, physical and psychological, that shaped him. Brutal, tightly written, and emotionally grounded, it explores how loyalty and vengeance intertwine in the making of a warrior who no longer knows which side he's fighting for. It has an IMDb rating of 7.6. These 10 series capture why Prime Video continues to rise above the streaming crowd. Bold storytelling, unpredictable plots, and characters you can't stop thinking about. Whether you're drawn to history, suspense, or the supernatural, there's something here waiting to pull you in. Happy binge watching.